Well, it's that time of year, everybody. That time of year that everybody's up in an uproar and everybody's up hop and hoolering and then acting all crazy for everybody except for me because I don't give two fucks. But I'm trying to like. I guess I'm trying to be interested in it, and brother AJ's been helping me out with that, at least trying to get me involved in it.
I've been
AJ,
trying.
he's been,
I've been trying.
It was funny because I was close to getting a kit, but I'm like I would feel so fake if I got one. Like honestly, if I was gonna get a
Why?
kit, I don't know. Like it's like I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't want to be that person that wears like a shirt and then everybody like a band shirt and they actually name 5 songs like that kind of shit. So how many kits you got?
Oh, I got a lot. I have
Right?
like almost every. I have 50, maybe 50.
God damn shit.
Yeah, I got like 10 Chelsea kits, and then I have like one or two each of like every like major like soccer team,
Oh, wait a minute. What the
football team. Yeah.
first of all, what the fuck got you into this shit? What got you into soccer? We're talking World Cup, guys. So, um,
Yeah, sure.
what got you into this?
I remember watching the 2006 World Cup, Italy, France, in my kitchen with my mom. And Italy won in penalties. That was the Zinedine Zidane headbutt game.
Right.
And then like I kind of like watched it here and there. And then I remember I was at GameStop one day and I was just trying to find a game to play because I was bored, you know. And I saw FIFA 11, and I was like, why not? It was pre-owned. It was used. It was cheap.
Right.
Got home, played it, and I just fell in love with the game. It was like picking teams, learning the players. I've been watching soccer since then, like nonstop. And then
I would play FIFA like when I was like years ago, like in the 90s when it was on Genesis and Super Nintendo and shit like that. And you know, you kind of that's what you kind of pick up and learn the game like hockey. That's how we picked up and learned how to play hockey, NHL 94 and shit. That's where you get to really know the rules and shit. But like after a while, I guess I moved away from it because during that time it was only countries. And
oh,
then
it was a World Cup game then probably, right?
yeah, it was those early
Yeah.
because it was only representing countries, and then later on, that's when the boom happened and everybody started getting into like the Premier League and shit. How
Yeah.
was that transition for you when you got into soccer to like start getting into like watching the Premier League and other?
Ooh, well, I remember I watched the World Cup in 2010, and then after that, after playing the game and watching the games, I started learning the players.
Right.
And when I was playing FIFA, I was trying to pick, like, all right, I'm getting invested in this. I want to like pick a team to support.
Mm.
So like I would play like online matches and try to find the right team, the players, and then I don't know why I settled on Chelsea. At the time, yeah,
okay.
like I don't know, like they had really nice jerseys. They had the players. I really liked Frank Lampard was like the captain, John Terry, and I don't know why I always liked playing with them online. So and at the time they were very good, like very good at the time. They were always like in the Champions League, which is like the World Series of like European soccer.
Right.
And so, I remember one year they were
Yeah, but just quick question. It's like the one thing I know about this is that everybody has like a team. Everybody has like different teams. Like, how the fuck does this happen? Because usually like we're in New York, everybody's like either you're a Yankee fan or a Met fan. In this thing is like everybody's either Arsenal, Barcelona, Madrid, Real. Like, how does everybody get to like pick a team?
That's a good question. I feel like either from playing FIFA, I think FIFA is a really good way to pick a team. Then like in America now, like we have the Premier League on every Saturday.
Right.
Also, you can watch Barcelona and Real Madrid games on ESPN too. But everyone that I know like loves Premier League teams, and like Arsenal is a very popular pick because like I feel like Arsenal, like our buddy Keith, who's a big Arsenal fan.
Right.
Honestly, people like to compare Arsenal with the Mets a lot. They're very common. Like I feel like those two teams mesh well together.
So that's pretty much
Chelsea
like
are a very popular team.
Right.
Yeah.
So Chelsea's like a what?
Ooh.
Like who would be the Yankees
They're like
of the?
well, right now it's Man City for sure.
Okay.
Like right now, actually, not to, that's the lie. No, actually, I would consider Man City to be the Dodgers right now.
Oh, okay.
Even though the Yankees and Man City are kind of partners and like they have the same investors, I would compare Man City to the Dodgers because they've won the Premier League like 4 of the past 5 years. They have like infinite amount of money. Like they have Saudi like investors. So they can just buy any player they want. Like they have Erling Haaland and all these really world class like stars.
Right.
I would consider the Yankees to be a Man United. That's like growing up when I started getting into soccer, I would always hear from people like people that are fans of the Cowboys,
Right.
the Man United and Yankees are all in that same group. Teams that peaked in like the mid to early 2000s and have been mediocre ever since. Like they're yeah.
Yeah, because like everybody just seems to like whenever we go to the bar and talk soccer or football as they would say, everybody just seems to have their own club, and it's just like whenever I jump, I go,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that's crazy. Like everybody has their stuff, and like you said, FIFA has been one thing, the availability of the network, ESPNs and such like that. When did you see like the boom started really happening for soccer? Since you said around 11, you started 2011, you started getting into it. When did you start
Yeah.
to see the real boom when
Yeah.
everybody started watching it?
Ooh, well, I want to say like 2022 in America is when I first really started seeing like a boom.
Mm,
Also because like everyone, all these kids, like I work in a school, so I see all these kids walking around loving Messi and Ronaldo.
mm,
So like in 2022 is when Argentina won their World Cup and Messi finally peaked and like was like finally had his World Cup moment.
okay.
So I would always see these kids walking around wearing Messi jerseys. And another one, I gotta bring this up, like a good reason why I think soccer is booming right now is this guy on YouTube, I Show Speed. I gotta say it.
Really?
I honestly gotta say he's if you walk up to a kid wearing like a Ronaldo jersey nowadays, they're gonna tell you I Show Speed because I Show Speed's a massive soccer fan. Like, and I don't really like
Okay.
his content. His content's very childish, but he has definitely helped the American soccer boom with his love of Ronaldo and doing the sui.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I see,
Yeah.
especially now, like in New York City, that they have a club. This club just won
Oh yeah.
championships recently.
Hmm.
Um, there has now been, just a large wave of now activities and clubs that are now focusing on doing a lot of soccer heavy kind of programs and such,
Hmm.
and bringing in a new wave of young audiences. Of my brother
Yep.
in LA, he's got fucking season tickets for them over there for the Galaxy and shit. And
Yeah.
they're highly another team over there that people are driving to. Is the recent boom of soccer now been more of a kind of try hard kind of thing, or you think people are really trying to like invest in it now, trying to get the understanding of it?
Ooh. I want to say that people are trying to get invested in it right now. The thing is, though, like I feel like soccer over here, like the MLS is not helping. I feel
Mm,
like the MLS isn't a good like if you want to tell like if I tell someone right now to watch a soccer game, I would never tell them go watch an MLS game.
right.
The quality in MLS will never be as good as the Premier League or a La Liga in Spain. That's why I like if they're being try hard.
Mm,
Hmm. Um, there definitely are people that are just like try hard, trying to just follow the soccer because it's trendy.
right.
I know people on Twitter, a certain owner of Barstool is just, all of a sudden now he's like, I'm finally getting World Cup fever. and like you can tell he hasn't given a crap about soccer ever, and
Right.
he's just like all because now like people are watching the games and like all of a sudden now he's got World Cup fever and he's like walking around wearing every team's jersey. Like, oh, and then you got a certain friend of ours that
Oh.
you shown him,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Love the kid, but you know. I
yeah.
saw, yeah.
It's just like last minute you start turning around and going, wait a minute, when did you start getting into this shit?
Bro, I saw him wearing an England jersey
Oh
this
hell
morning.
no.
And he's posting David Beckham like Instagram, TikTok, whatever,
Oh
Instagram reels.
hell no.
And he's like, it's coming home. Like, bro, you're not even British. You're like, but yeah, but like there's people like me and Keith. Like me and Keith are like, we have a passion for the game. We'll support our club no matter what. And then you have people like, you know, I don't want to name names, but like,
Yeah,
we'll just
jump on it. And you know what? At the end of the day, sometimes it's like, all right, it's fine. As long as you like you're feigning some kind of interest in it. You
well,
know,
yeah,
at least for me, when I'm interested when we're watching it, when we're having a couple of beers and we're watching it. And
yeah.
I'm like, I like to see what's going on.
Mhm.
Understanding it, listen, it's whatever the fuck. Like it goes on.
Yeah.
I've been saying it's like intramural sports. You
Yeah.
just see them do whatever the fuck they want. Referees call whatever the fuck they want. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. The
fine.
rules are interesting for sure.
So you brought up an interesting topic. You said the MLS in comparison to Premier and La Liga and stuff like
Yeah.
that. What is the like total difference that you see that it's not as appealing as MLS is not as appealing as Premier and La Liga?
Oh, there's a couple of reasons. Just the overall like player quality. Like, there's not many stars. Like, forever watching MLS, we've always gotten players over here way past their prime. Like, you can go back to David Beckham when he came over from Real Madrid.
Right.
He was like one of the first big names that came over, and he wasn't terrible. Like, and they thought that this is a shift. We're finally going to get like, you know, really good people coming over, and like nothing ever came of it.
Right.
And you had people like Ibrahimovic, who's my favorite player. I love Zlatan. He came over. Thierry Henry came over, played for Red Bulls. Other like minor stars like David Villa, big Spain like star, came over, and they didn't really do anything to help the game. You know, they just wanted to get paid, got the paycheck. They won a couple of easy trophies, and then they retire. Even like Messi, right? Like when Messi came over to America, I was really excited. I'm like, oh my god, it's Messi. You know, Messi's a global star. He's finally gonna. He made MLS popular for a month and got all these people to sign up for Apple TV, and then within like a couple months, no one really cared anymore.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. When you see you mentioned like everybody comes in and they like at the like the tail end of the career just so to bring eyes and such like that. Is it because the money isn't as big as it would be overseas as it is like it would be here?
Oh no, they're paying them a lot of money. They're paying like the Messis a massive amount of money. The issue is that like unlike there's a couple of differences with the league in MLS compared to Premier League.
Mhm.
One of them that is a gimme is there's no relegation and promotion. I think that would help a lot. Like there's another league in it's I forgot what it's called, but there's a separate league that's coming up right now in America that uses promotion and relegation, and that league actually has the Metro Stars. That league has the Metro Stars in it.
So I had I had Keith on here before, kicking it with Keith on here before. We were talking about relegation and stuff. So just give a quick synopsis of what a relegation is and how important it is to soccer and the sport.
Oh, sure. So in the Premier League, right, there's like 30 teams. I'm just give it here take 30 teams, right? The bottom three teams every season get relegated to the league under the Premier League. So in England, you have EFL 1. So you have the National League, EFL 1, EFL 2, the Championship, and then you got Premier League. So the bottom three teams in the Premier League will get relegated. and then the top 3 teams in the championship will get promoted.
Okay.
Which is really fun to watch because, like, you have like in baseball and NFL, there's no like tanking. You don't want to tank because if you get relegated, you lose a lot of money. You lose a lot of like TV sponsorship, TV deals. You lose your own players because each league has their own like budget or
Right.
like so like that's why like you see these bottom of the league teams will fight their ass off to make sure they stay up.
Okay. Yeah. So I when I started recognizing that, I was like, shit, can that transition to other sports, you think?
I wish it does.
Right.
I think it's a great model. Yeah.
I would, yeah, because I would love to see it, especially for basketball. I would really love to see that for fucking basketball. How that'll play out. Can you imagine teams got to get kicked down to the G League and shit?
Oh no, it's a great way to combat tanking. I'm telling you, it's a really good way to combat tanking. Because
yeah, go ahead.
It's think about it. What's the worst way to like make an owner want to try if they lose money, right?
Yeah.
If they lose money, that's all that matters to them. Once they start losing money, they finally try. They get the Knicks. Finally, they were a laughing stock for years, and finally now they got the right people in place.
You imagine the Portland Trailblazers has to go to the G League or like
the freaking Pelicans, the
fucking the Hawks.
Oh my bro,
like the LA fucking back stars or something.
Dude, shit. Yeah, like ridiculous. It'll be interesting. I'm telling you, baseball can use it too.
Yeah, and speaking of money, soccer players, I mean, shit, there's a lot of money on the fucking table. Is this also a reason why that like people are now like starting to push their kids a little bit more into soccer because what's on the table?
Oh yeah, because like these European clubs make a lot of money. Like, why do you think right now all of these like American sports stars like Tom Brady are investing now into these clubs? Like, I just watched I love this podcast that Gary Neville, the former like Premier League stars do. It's called The Overlap.
Right.
And they just had Tom Brady on, and Tom Brady just invested into Birmingham City, and he was talking about the differences between owning a team in America and owning a team overseas in England, and it's insane the amount of money teams and owners make in the Premier League. Like, you got like, all right, the owner of Arsenal owns the Rams, and he owns like Stan Kroenke. He owns like 3 different teams. He owns a hockey team, baseball team, and Arsenal. Who makes some of the most money? Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
Chelsea, the people that own the Dodgers also own Chelsea. They all that money is being funneled through the European Premier League, and like it's insane.
Yeah, there's a lot of money exchanging hands. So there's money, like you said, that's on the table. Tom Brady and such, and you have other people who began investing into soccer as well.
LeBron,
Ryan Reynolds and his team, LeBron and such.
Yeah, Wrexham.
Like, to see that, is that a telling, I guess, forecast of what it's going to look like trying to get Americans really invested and involved in soccer as well? Haven't seen celebrities and such get involved.
Oh, definitely. It's definitely one way of putting it. These celebrities see the culture shift. They see like all the money going to these clubs. They see how fans can get invested, and that's why I'm telling you. You saw like Ryan Reynolds and what's his name? The other guy's name from Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bought Wrexham, who were like worth nothing. They were in the National League, which is the lowest tier of English, football for 20-something years. And they turned them into like a powerhouse. They're only now they're in the championship. They could literally get promoted to the Premier League next season. And just that shift, now they have this massive fan base. So yeah, it's like all these celebrities, they see a trend,
See, I like a story like that about Wrexham. Let's see, that'll probably get me more invested into like being involved in soccer like that, because like you said, with the relegation and being able to build up and climb and get your team to where they're gonna get more eyes to it. It's like that underdog story. I like I like
You know,
seeing stuff like that.
and like what's even crazier is like if you're a fan of like a championship team, like that league is honestly harder than the Premier League because that league has like more teams and it's
Mm,
hard. It's really hard to get out of. Like you need to like I forget how it works, but like the first place gets a guaranteed promotion spot. I
mm,
think the first two teams get a guaranteed promotion spot, and then the third team has to play in like a playoff tournament, like the NBA, like a play-in,
right.
and it's insanely difficult to get out. That's why these teams that like were in the Premier League maybe 40 years ago have not come back. It's really hard.
Yeah, speaking of tournaments, yeah, as we mentioned earlier, World Cup is on, and as of now, we're seeing that it's dwindling down. We're into one
Yep.
and dones now.
Yep. Round of 16.
So, big shocker team that I mean, I didn't think people would actually believe would actually have gotten this far is the U.S. Like the U.S. is actually doing what they're doing right now, and they just breaking news that occurred a little while ago. Can you explain what happened?
So in the last game, Flo Balogun had a red card. Well, got a red card, and while all right, it didn't look like a red card to me personally. But either way, when you get a red card, you have to get suspended for the next game or 3 games, depending on how bad it is. I just found out on Twitter that FIFA suspended his red card till next year so he can play in the game. But what's interesting is the reason why he got his red card lifted or taken away. Apparently, a certain someone made a call, and you know who that is.
Oh God, are you serious?
I'm dead ass. Yeah, the White House called FIFA.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yep. The
So
what? Yep. Very corrupt.
I'm as perplexed about the individual. Is he like really like good? Is he really needed?
For this game, he definitely would help. He's probably our best striker we've had in a long time. And the funny thing is, he's British, but whatever. We'll take it. We'll take it. No, he's easily our best striker I've seen the USA have ever.
Birthright, right? Birthright.
No, like he's British and he has a British accent. I don't know how he's like allowed in the team. Like the World Cup has a very interesting thing with like these national teams and how they get these players to join the team. Like there's a guy on France, Olise, who's not even French. Like they did a whole like breakdown of his like nationality. Like someone is from Ghana, someone he was born in England, but like maybe he's like French on his mom's side.
They said they did what was it the fucking 21 and Me whatever the fuck is that?
They went on they went on that website and they were like, oh look, I'm like 10% French.
So I can play for the team.
Yeah. Like the USA, I can tell you off the top of my head, our right back, Serginho Dest, was born in the Netherlands. So he could have played for the Netherlands or USA. He chose USA because we have a guy who scored the free kick in the last game, Malik Tillman. He could have played for Germany, or instead he could have played for Germany. A few of them, there's like a few players in our team that could have been playing for other teams, but they chose USA because they have a small,
a percentage of American in them. It's like,
but also like they're not going to be playing. They're not going to be on the Germany team. Like they're not good enough to be on the Germany team. So that's how they do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'll start
here.
Here.
They're already set.
I'll start. I can start here, so might as well play for USA.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's interesting that how they do that in the world because I see a lot of individuals that are on other teams, and I go, well, how the hell did he?
No, dude! The French national team, they're not all French. I'm telling you right now, they're not all French. Germany too.
Speaking of, there's also that discussion when it comes to soccer and such that is very much involved in tainted and scandalous issues. I've heard many stories that it could actually be considered like a soap opera and such as well. Players having sex with other players' wives.
Oh, dude,
like that. It's very it's scandalous.
That happened on the French team recently in the past few years. There was a whole scandal where 2-star players were hooking up with the same girl and was one of the wives or something.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah,
that keeps men roped in as well, watching this shit
Yeah,
going
no,
on.
there's a lot of like scandals involving the Italian league Serie A. There's a lot of scandals with them like
Mm.
doing steroids and just the entire like the governing board of the Italian league in general, just like match fixing games.
Yeah, and
Like,
also like buying players and the
mhm.
way and how they go about it.
Oh
Is
yeah,
there
no.
anything like? Is there tampering in it? Is there any
Oh no.
tampering?
Oh yeah, every team tampers in some way. Every team tampers. My own team, Chelsea, has been accused of tampering many times, and it's pretty obvious that they do. Like, I can give you an example that happened at Chelsea. Our manager Enzo Maresca, who
Mhm.
won, he won us the club. He won us the Club World Cup, and I went to a couple games. It was amazing. I remember watching the final at that movie we went to. By the way,
Right, right.
I had the phone in the chair.
I
Anyway, yeah,
remember we were sitting there.
yeah,
What? We're sitting there trying to get into this film, and he's just on his phone, like, yes, yes.
yeah. So, before Chelsea, he was the assistant coach at Man City under Pep Guardiola, who's like this legendary head coach.
Mhm.
And there's rumors that if Pep Guardiola was to resign and retire, that Maresca would have the first go because he was like he knows the system at Man City and everything.
Right.
Chelsea were doing good the entire first half of the year. We were like in second and third place the whole season. And out of nowhere, the dude is like, "I'm resigning from Chelsea," and they started blaming the Chelsea board and like making very questionable decisions, really weird tactical decisions. And then they lose like 3 in a row, and he's like, "Peace, I'm out of here." Right? And then like it was like, all right, he's probably gonna wait for the Man City job. And look what happened. A week ago, it came out that he was talking to Man City while he was the Chelsea manager behind the scenes, which is totally against the rules.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like, and it was so bad that Chelsea could have sued his ass for millions of dollars. But in the end, I think Man City is giving Chelsea $20 million or euros, and then Maresca is going to be giving Chelsea an undisclosed amount of money because of how like sus it is and how like obviously it is with tampering.
I'll tell
Like,
you, it's if only we could get that drama here in the States. If only we could see that what's
oh,
going behind the curtains.
oh, dude, there's tampering in all sports. Like in football, there's tampering.
Yeah, definitely. But
Basketball.
it seems so upfront and present with the fans. Like the fans are even like invested in knowing what's going on behind the scenes with clubs and such.
Well, uh, in Europe and like clubs like that, fans like they're very invested and they're like very close to the ownership. Like there's many teams in Europe. Like I know for one, Bayern Munich, right, have in their contract, like in their ownership contract, they have a deal with the fans that tells them we will never raise the prices on anything in the stadium. Like, and they have a nice stadium, and it's been like that for 40 years. Where like you can get a beer and a pretzel for like $2 or $3.
Nice.
The ticket prices are still like 30, $40 a pop every ticket, and every game is sold out for Bayern Munich, and they're like one of the best teams in the entire world.
Nice. See,
And
that's a
then
that's
like
that's
yeah,
a,
then
that's a
like
good partnership with your fans. Yeah,
and like you can become an owner in many of these European clubs. Like
I've
I
heard of that
almost did it.
before.
There's
Yeah.
like there's a couple of teams in Scotland that because I follow this guy on YouTube who's a big soccer fan, blogging through history. You can buy like you can pay like $100 and become an owner of this Scottish team, and I almost did it. You got like
Why did you do it?
you get all their jersey. I should have done it, but you get all their jerseys every season. You can like be on like a Google like a Zoom call with making the ownership
Discord and all that.
decisions.
Right.
Yeah, it was like I
You
should have
did it.
done it.
Just walk around,
Yeah.
and be like, "I'm an owner, sir."
Well, it's kind of like the Packers. Green Bay Packers have the same thing. They have the same model.
Yeah.
The Packers.
Speaking of that, we
That's fun.
ran into other soccer fans when we were at a Met game and from overseas, and like
Mhm.
it's the kids that bond people. Like they were just like
It's true. Yeah.
It was an easy. It
They
was
were
an easy
Scottish, I
layup
think, right?
conversation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was actually pretty cool that they were there taking in the American sport, but yet we're
Oh
walking
no,
around wearing the European sport and
dude.
shit.
It all went well until they told them I was a Chelsea fan. Then it was like, oh, get the fuck out of here.
They hate you.
Because,
No,
because like I told you, Scotland has like a very deep history of like Protestant and Catholic rivalries.
right.
So those two teams that you have Rangers and Celtic, and one of them is Protestant, one of them is like Catholic. So it's a big rivalry out there. Like, also one of the reasons why, like in soccer, they separate the fans. Like you can't have the fan bases sitting together. It's why they have like one end is Chelsea, one end is
Yeah.
like Liverpool.
Yeah, I've noticed that
A
too. And there's
lot of fights.
a lot of fights, a lot of like religious overtones,
Mm-hmm.
race. It just it's so
Mm-hmm.
geopolitical and such. Everything just gets
Oh yeah.
it becomes part of the game and such.
It's,
It's real interesting that how that becomes
yeah,
part of the livelihood of a soccer fan. But
bro.
before I let you
In
go,
Europe,
no, it's okay.
in Europe, football is life. That's all it is. Football is life in Europe.
Before I let you go, I want to just get your thoughts so far how the World Cup has been going on, and what's your
Yeah,
what's your
man.
take been happening?
Bro, it's been amazing.
It's
It's
been
been
making you
amazing.
money, has it? It's been making you somewhat money.
Oh yeah, bro. Almost every game has been amazing. Besides, taking away the money, like the betting, every game has been amazing. Like that Cape Verde Argentina game was phenomenal.
Mhm.
Like it's like you have teams like that. Like there's these small, really small teams that you would never think would compete with like an Argentina or France, and then like they're trying their best, pouring their heart out there and like almost beating these teams. Like going that game, like Argentina had no business even losing that game, but it went to overtime, and there was like 3 goals in overtime, and Cape Verde almost beat them. Like they're
Yeah,
a good example of a team that's fun to watch.
isn't that what happened? They expanded the World Cup this year, something like that.
Yeah,
They had
yeah,
pools bigger.
yeah. Normally it's 32 teams, but this time it's 48 teams,
Mm.
and I think it's helped it a lot. It's helped making it more fun. I agree with this.
So far with any other teams that we're looking at this as a date of this recording. Any surprise teams that are still in the hunt that you didn't think would be there at this
Uh,
time?
well, surprising teams. Like I'm surprised Mexico's doing so good. Like
Mm.
they
They got
have
a
they have
they got a big game today.
they haven't given up a goal yet.
Yeah.
Like they're playing in Mexico too. That's gonna be a crazy game, dude. That's gonna be
Mm.
crazy. And you got like I feel like at this point though, there's not many like surprising teams. Like there's underdogs for sure. Like Colombia is a very good team to sleep. That's being slept on. They're very good. Belgium, not really. Like if I can pull up a list of the teams still in it, it would help. But England, I think, are not doing as well. That's why I think Mexico can win tonight. Actually,
Uh-huh.
Mexico can win tonight. Spain are starting to finally look really good. Like they drew to Cape Verde and they did not look good their first 2 games, but now they're starting to score because of that kid Lamine Yamal, who's insane.
Mhm.
He's only 19. He's crazy. France, I think, are my pick to win, even though yesterday they looked horrible. But I think so. I want to get into this about these smaller teams like
Right.
Cape Verde, right? Who played with heart. They weren't going to probably win, but they played like with passion, like they wanted. They tried their best, and they played and they lost the right way. Yesterday's Paraguay France game was probably the worst game of the tournament because
Mm.
Paraguay they did what I always like to call they parked the bus. Parking the bus basically is like just having all of your 11 10 players behind the ball, not even trying to attack. They're just like defending like their life depends on it, not even trying to push the ball up. They did that for 90 minutes, and they tried to injure France players on purpose.
Damn.
Yeah, no.
They were like hitmen out there.
Yeah. They were trying to swoop the legs. They were trying to like break people's ankles, and there was no fouls being called. Horrible game. It was a really bad watch. So
wow. Even in front of the world, you see dirty
and like
shit
and yeah,
happening.
it was a very dirty game, and that's the thing. It's like no one thought Paraguay was gonna win, but like you got to at least like try
Make an
your
attempt.
best.
Yeah, make an attempt.
Try your best and go out on your sword. Like try to actually score a goal for your country, not just like sit back and like penalties, please, penalties.
No, your whole aspect is that since it's still, what is it considered, the beautiful game, as they call it?
Like
you want to go out there and represent your country and do well.
Like show pride in your country and like try your best to win. You never know what happened. Cape Verde is a perfect example. They're the smallest country ever in the World Cup. World Cup's been around for 96 years. They're the smallest country.
Yeah. And just because of that, I'm hearing people now that they might want to travel to go see the country and see what the big deal is.
The goalie for Cape Verde, this guy Vozinho, he's 40 years old. He's a free agent. After that first game against Spain, he gained 10 million Instagram followers. 10 million. Right now he's sitting at almost 18 million followers on Instagram off of that like 2 games he played.
Damn. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Your socials go up, the money goes up as well.
No. He's set now. He's good.
Yeah, so but brother AJ, thanks for jumping in. This is your first time here on the show.
Of course, man.
Awesome. We're gonna be doing more of this, especially winding down, coming up with football starting up soon.
Oh yeah,
we'll get you kicking in. And also, you've been gaming. Let everybody know they can get you at when you're gaming and what you popping up over there with.
Yeah, sure, man. Currently playing Tekken. I love my sports games, FIFA, MLB The Show. You can catch me. It's OD Sick, ODSIICK. Yeah, I know.
I love it.
Oh yeah. Good luck getting that. Good luck getting that. But yeah.
If you only knew the backstory from all that, we'll get down to that later on. How he gets
maybe one day we do a gaming podcast.
Yeah, we will. We'll be doing that. But guys, make sure you check us out on all podcasting outlets. You always got to check us, not only us here at All We Talking Sports, but also check us out on all other shows that are across the spectrum of New York Wrestle Media. Definitely. We have, of course, History and Headlocks, Turnbuckle Tabloid, Press Play with Santy, and much, much more, guys. So as always, don't go anywhere. Stick around. Much to talk about. And as always, check you guys in a sec. Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Ruff.